No Blue Rush preview this week because of the short week, but we're still bringing in New York Post Giants beat writer Paul Schwartz, and he's going to break down the Giants' Thanksgiving Day matchup against the Cowboys. Paul, we're a day away from game time. Usually when we do this, we preview the game. We got a couple of days to talk about it. It's a short week. You've been around the team. Do you feel like there's any hangover from the Lions game in the locker room, or what you're hearing from the coaches and players during media availabilities?
Well, the big problem is I'm not going to have any Thanksgiving hangover because I'm going to be in Dallas working and not going to be on the couch, sitting in my turkey, hangover from all that food.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. But no hangover.
Okay.
You know how it is with these Thursday games, Brandon. There's no time. The coaches get virtually no sleep. They go right into the next game plan. They do a quick review of the game that just played. They don't even present this Lions loss to the team and the players and say, look, here's all the things we did wrong. They kind of put that aside and they go right into the game plan for the Cowboys. So there's no hangover, no time to waste. Look, the Giants played the Cowboys earlier this year in week 3. They got handled pretty good. They know what the task is at hand. So one good thing about playing lousy on a Sunday, then playing a Thursday, that Sunday game kind of gets pushed to the side and you move ahead to that Thursday game.
Yeah, and Leonard Williams said it. He said, quote, "This is the type of week where we put more mentally, knowing the coaches are going to take care of our body physically on the field." Brian Dable said that they're just going through walkthroughs, and that's showing that the coach understands what's going on with this team, because I looked at the injury report from yesterday. There's injuries all across this roster. If the Giants are going to pull off this upset, Paul, put on your coordinator cap. How are they going to do it?
Well, you know what? First of all, they need a little luck, and they're going to have to hope the Cowboys do not play great and are overconfident. The Cowboys love this Thanksgiving deal. They're home. They should feel comfortable. They're coming off an unbelievable, maybe the biggest, not surprise, but the biggest score of the season, 40-3 at Minnesota, a game, the Vikings had won 7 straight. So maybe the Cowboys are feeling good about themselves. It's going to be really tough. Look, they may have Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod, and Darnay Holmes as the Giants cornerbacks going against CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. Good luck with that. The offensive line could have Matt Pert and Nick Gates starting. Gates might start at center if John Feliciano can't make it. Jack Anderson might start at left guard if Josh Izudu or Shane Lemieux can't make it. They both missed time this week with injuries. To pull off the upset, Saquon Barkley left, Saquon Barkley right, and a lot of Daniel Jones running. I thought last week they had opportunities for Daniel Jones to use his legs early in the game against the Lions. They really didn't do that, and the Lions just completely overwhelmed the Giants up front and Saquon Barkley. They have to run because the Cowboys have a great pass rush. They lead the league with 42 sacks. So very tall order to pull off this upset. Both teams are 7-3, Brandon, but it doesn't really feel like it, does it?
I know in some of our past predictions, I've been saying, I want Daniel Jones to throw for 300 yards. No, I want Saquon Barkley to run for 300 yards, or as close to it as possible. 2 of the last 3 teams that the Cowboys have played against have rushed over 200 yards in those matchups. So with everything you just say about the beatdown that the Cowboys put on the Vikings, all the injuries going on throughout the Giants roster, which coordinator would you say has his hands tied the most?
I think they both have their hands tied. I think Mike Kafka has his hands tied the most because he has to get these snaps off, right? As I mentioned, the Cowboys lead the league with 42 sacks. Micah Parsons is a beast. The Giants had, I think Daniel Jones was sacked 5 times in the first game. So Kafka really has his hands full. He's dealing with receivers. Wan'Dale Robinson, the best of the bunch, is now out for the season. So he knows he can't have a dynamic passing attack. He knows that. He knows he doesn't want to throw the ball a lot. Look what happened when Daniel Jones had to throw the ball a lot last week. He threw 2 interceptions. That's a problem. He knows the Cowboys will be loaded up to stop Saquon Barkley. That's a problem. So as much as Wink Martindale is going to have challenges with his defensive backfield, certainly, I don't know exactly where Mike Kafka goes here. They have to really scheme up this game and do all kinds of ththings just to stay close.
Yeah, Darius Slayton had a career-high 10 targets last week. He had 5 catches, 86 yards with that. Yeah, I agree with you. Both coordinators have their hands tied going into this matchup against Dallas. Paul, get out there safe. Happy Thanksgiving. And remember, we're doing weigh-ins when you get back.
I'll take the over. Thank you.